Good evening, this is Zaid Aladdin with the latest news. Millions of Americans head to the polls to cast their ballots in the 2024 presidential election. Israeli strikes across the Gaza Strip kill at least 30 Palestinians as the army tightens its siege on northern areas of the enclave. The Lebanese Health Ministry says Israeli attacks on Lebanon kill more than 3,000 people in the fighting between Hezbollah and Israeli forces. Now for the details. Estonian President Alar Karis inaugurated the Estonian-Jordanian Business Forum in Amman today. The Estonian president said the forum, which brings together Jordanian and Estonian officials from the public and private sectors, aims to strengthen economic cooperation and partnerships between the two countries. President Karis called for the creation of a mechanism to activate the partnership between Jordan and Estonia and exchange expertise in various fields through organizing joint economic events. For his part, Minister of Investment Muthanna Gharaiba spoke about the key components of the economic modernization vision and the investment incentives offered by the kingdom to attract investment. Millions of Americans headed to the polls to cast their ballots in the 2024 presidential election, in which Democratic candidate Kamala Harris and her Republican rival Donald Trump are locked in a tight race. There are 230 million eligible voters, but only about 160 million of them are registered. 7 battleground states, including Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, are expected to play a decisive role in the presidential election. Over to the Gaza Strip, where Israel's military issued new evacuation orders in the north after carrying out strikes across the enclave that killed at least 30 people. Palestinian official news agency Wafa said an airstrike damaged 2 houses in the town of Beit Lahia in northern Gaza, where the army has carried out new operations since October the 5th and killed at least 20 people late last night. Meanwhile, the World Health Organization said a large-scale medical evacuation was planned from Gaza this week, with more than 100 seriously ill and injured patients due to leave the war-ravaged territory. In the occupied West Bank, at least 4 people were killed during an Israeli military raid and airstrikes in different parts of the Palestinian territories. Medical officials said 2 people have been killed in the city of Qabatiyya and 2 others in the Tammun area. Violence has surged in the West Bank since the start of Israel's offensive in Gaza, with almost daily sweeps by Israeli forces that have involved thousands of arrests and regular gun battles. In Lebanon, Israeli strikes killed 5 people near the city of Baalbek in the Beqa' Valley, including 2 killed in a strike on a car. At least 1 Israeli airstrike also hit an apartment building in a beach town south of Beirut, as other deadly strikes hit scattered locations across the country and armed group Hezbollah launched rockets into Israel. The Lebanese Health Ministry said Israeli attacks on Lebanon have killed more than 3,000 people in the 13 months of fighting between Hezbollah and Israeli forces. Back here at home, Southern Military Zone personnel foiled an attempt to smuggle quantities of drugs using a drone from the western frontier. According to a military source from the General Command of the Jordan Armed Forces Arab Army, the border guards, in cooperation with military security agencies and the Anti-Narcotics Department, detected and thwarted the smuggling attempt. Implementing the rules of engagement, the forces brought down the drone inside Jordanian territory and handed over the seized items to the relevant authorities. That's it for tonight. Thank you and goodbye.